All right, how's everybody today? It's Jonathan from Jon Ford Woodworks, and today I thought we'd talk about compact trim routers. If you're new to this channel, thanks so much for coming in. It's a new channel, but hopefully you enjoy what you see, and please, if you're so inclined, like the video, subscribe, and definitely leave a comment, especially if you have any questions or if I've missed something. Please shoot me a comment. I always answer them. So what I thought I would talk about today is, again, compact trim routers. I do a lot of routing, so I have 2 compact routers. I also have several other higher powered routers, but you know, today we're just going to talk about compact routers, and more specifically the 2 that I have. These are in no way, I'm not suggesting these are the only 2 you should consider. I mean, if you're on the market for a trim router, a compact router, these are 2 excellent options. But there's a lot of other ones out there. Bosch makes a really nice compact router. Rigid makes one. Makita makes one. Ryobi even actually has a really nice one. So there's lots of options out there, but these 2, this particular one is fairly new from Milwaukee. I've had it for a while, really enjoy it. This one is also fairly new, I believe, from Dewalt, and I've been really enjoying it as well. So what I thought I would do is kind of go through each one a little bit, tell you about it, compare some of the differences between the 2. But again, you know, both of them are great. They both each have kind of some pluses or minuses, but in the end they both work really, really well. So let's start with what you get with each one, I guess, right? We'll start there. So my notes are over there. Damn, let me grab them. Whoosh. Okay, now I can tell you about it. So the Dewalt is their XR brushless 20 volt max. The model number on this one I did not write down. It is DCW 600. So this is DCW 600 Dewalt XR compact router. Tool only, it's $199. I don't know how long it'll be going on, but I think right now Home Depot has a special where you can buy the tool only and you get a free 5 amp hour battery. But I'm not sure how long that'll be going on for. This router comes with a fixed base. It has a pretty nice size sub base on it. It also comes with a wrench. It only gives you one. It has the quick lock, so you know you can push this button to lock the collet. So you get one fixed base, the router, and a wrench. I couldn't find the minimum RPMs on this one, but the max is 25,500 RPMs. And this particular router has, I think it has 7. Yeah, it has 7 different speeds. Honestly, I rarely go past 2 with my compact routers. So I guess maybe like quick segue into a quick tip for anybody that's new to using a router or is getting one for the first time. Try starting out on lower speeds. I personally find that when using a router, lower speeds tends to work a lot better, cleaner cuts, less burning. Like I said, I rarely go past 2 on these routers. I think this one is also set on 2. Start slow, and if you need to bump it up, then do it. But just a tip, you know, go a little slower with it. You might be surprised that it gives you better results. So, but again, it does have 7 different speeds. I guess 7 maxes it out at 25,500 RPMs, and between 1 and 6 is less than that. The way this router works is the base, and I'm gonna try to do all this so y'all can see it. The base slides on and locks into this ring, and then from there, this ring turns, and that's how you adjust the height of the base, and of course, you know, how much of your router bit is sticking out. So you basically, you lock your sub base on, and then you turn this dial to adjust it to whatever position you need it in. And then of course, to remove the base, you push those little tabs, and that removes the base. So that's the quick rundown on how that one works and what it comes with. Then we have Milwaukee. Milwaukee's M18 fuel brushless compact router is also $199 for the tool only. It comes with a few more features. It does come with the fixed base. It also comes with an edge guide, albeit it's not something that I would probably trust, but it does come with one. It also comes with a dust port thing that will connect to your fixed base. It comes with 2 wrenches, and although it also has the quick lock, so you can just push the button to lock the collet to change your bits, it also has a second wrench that you can use if you want to bypass that. So you get 2 wrenches with this one, and you also get a larger 5 3/4 inch sub base plate. So you do get 2 base plates with this router, an edge guide, dust port, and the fixed base. So you get a few more accessories with this one, and it's the same price, $199.99 for the tool only. And this particular one is model number 2723-20. Same deal, this one has variable speeds, starts at 1, and this one goes to 6. Again, I generally live right around 2-3, but you can adjust that for yourself. This one, minimum RPMs is 10,000, and it goes up to 31,000 RPM. So if you're an RPM guy, this one does, in theory or on paper, produce more RPMs than the Dewalt. Again, I've never ran either one of them at the max speed, but that's what it is. Both of these routers have additional accessories that you can buy, plunge bases and offset bases. I know this one has a plunge base. I'm not sure if it has an offset base, to be honest with you. The Milwaukee, you can get a plunge base, and you can also get an offset base. I happen to have Milwaukee's plunge base for this router, which I will talk about shortly. The way this guy works is pretty much the same, but a little bit different. And I'm gonna try to do this backwards. This one has a button that has detents all the way down it. So, you know, depending on where you need to set it, you can set it at whatever detent you want. You can hear it kind of has positive locks, and then it also has micro adjusts, which you can also use to fine tune, dial in where you want your base to be. They both work equally as well. I suppose this one with the button that has positive stops throughout makes it a little easier, as opposed to this one, which if you're all the way at the bottom and you need to get all the way to the top, you have to spin that wheel a few times. This one you can just sort of start high if you need to, and then micro adjust accordingly. But they're both very easy to put on and take off. Being that they're called compact routers, it probably makes sense to look at them side by side, because if its compactedness is what is really important to you, the Milwaukee is definitely more compact. We'll take the batteries off. So you kind of, there they are, side by side without a battery. So as you can tell, the Milwaukee is definitely, it's not as wide and it's not as tall. Weight wise, I think they're about the same. I don't have a scale, you know, but weight wise, they're both about the same. Not really very heavy tools. Both of them are very comfortable to use. And even though this one is slightly larger than this one, it may just be because, you know, I mean, I have big hands, so it doesn't really bother me. But again, if compactedness is what you're going for, the Milwaukee does have a smaller footprint than the Dewalt. With 5 amp hour batteries connected, you can see the height difference there. So slight difference in height and in diameter or thickness, width, I'm not sure what you would call it, but this one is also a little bit wider. Most, like all trim routers, they accept 1/4 inch shanks, and again, they both have quick locks, so you only need 1 wrench in theory. What else can I tell you about? All right, so again, if we put the bases on them, just trying to keep the collet right about the same height there, so you can kind of see them. And there you can see them sitting up as if you were going to use them. Even though the Dewalt is bigger, one cool thing about it is that its standard base plate is considerably bigger than the one that comes standard with the Milwaukee, although you do get a larger one that you can swap out with Milwaukee. I do like how the Dewalt has a rounded edge sub base plate as well as the square edge. I find that can give you a little more surface if you need to keep it balanced on there, but they both work perfectly fine. I just wanted this to be a quick comparison video of these two routers. Again, they both do come with options that you can pick up. You know, this is the Milwaukee plunge base. If you don't know, plunge base is just an alternative to a fixed base, which allows you to plunge your router bit. They both come with one. The Milwaukee is pretty well made. Most of them have a depth stop that you can set to certain depths, and then you can rotate it if you need to make consecutive passes. And this particular plunge base also came with its own dust collection, which just attaches in there like so. So again, I have nothing negative to say about either one of these routers. I love using them both. I do a lot of, like I said, I do a lot of routing, so a lot of times I'm using them both at the same time with different bits in them. I could have had 2 of either one, but I have 2 different ones, which is totally fine with me. Like I said, this one is definitely more compact, but I do like the slightly larger size on this one doesn't bother me, and in some instances I actually appreciate it, but then in some instances I do appreciate the smaller compact size of the Milwaukee. So yeah, that's really all I got. I just kind of wanted to touch on these briefly because I think they're both really cool, and if you're not using routers, I highly suggest getting into them because they so versatile. There's so many things you can do with a router, whether it be a compact router, you know, a 2 1/4 router, a 3 horsepower production router. Doesn't matter. They're all just, it's such a versatile tool. So if I have glazed over something or did not cover something well enough, or if you have any additional questions, shoot them to me in the comments. I will answer them all as best as I can. Yeah, and if you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching till the end. Again, if you've been subscribed to the channel, thank you. If you're new, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, all that fun stuff. And again, my name is Jonathan, Jon Ford Woodworks, and I appreciate y'all watching. And have a great Thursday. Thanks. Bye.